Are you needed or you're just wanted? Yes, you heard me right. That's the question. Are you needed or just wanted? Hi, my name is Ambrose Chibukamuchibi. I'm a specialist in human performance systems. In other words, that is the art and science of bringing out the best in people. For the last 25 years, I've been involved in the field of career guidance, career mentorship. My mission is a simple one: helping individuals and organizations to discover their potential and become the best they can be. I've done this for individuals and organizations at all levels. You can talk about the smallest community-based organization staffed by husband and wife, and you can talk about UN agencies and anything in between there. I've done this for private sector companies. I've done it for government departments. I've done it for civil society, local and international NGOs, and other development agencies. I've been in the boardrooms of universities, and I've been in the classrooms of universities as well. I speak from an experience of 25 years, interacting with not only young people, but also all categories of professionals. When I ask the question whether you are needed or just wanted, it's coming from that deep experience. How is it that in this age, in these times, when globally we are experiencing economic shrinks and the rate of unemployment, the curve is going up in most countries in the world. But how is it that there is a certain clan of people, of professionals, who never look for jobs? In fact, they beat the odds, and despite the escalating rate of unemployment, the jobs instead look for them. How is that? Yes, it's not a contradiction, it's just a paradox. And what explains that is the fact that there are people, unfortunately not so many, but there is that clan of professionals who have mastered the difference between being needed and being wanted. Where does the dilemma start from? In school. You see, when we go to school, we study. And when we are studying, we are chasing one thing. That's the qualification. The qualification, yes. Because the assumption on which we operate, on which the system operates, is that you chase the qualification. As long as you have the qualification, you will find someone, you'll find an organization, an institution, a business, which is interested in you by virtue of your qualification. That is the assumption. Unfortunately, increasingly, that assumption is being rendered and proven invalid. Yes. So, what actually the marketplace is looking for, what the labor market is looking for, is no longer just your qualifications. It is something I call needability. In other words, the marketplace is more interested in one thing. What is your value addition quotient? That's my coinage. And value addition quotient, I will define it as your potential and your capability to create solutions that add value to the employer's situation. In other words, the more capable you are to create solutions which the potential employer needs in order for them to pursue their objectives, the more or the higher your value addition quotient. So, it is your value addition quotient that you should be keeping your eye on, not just the qualifications. What that suggests is that when we go to school, especially in higher education, when we go to the university classroom or any other institution of tertiary education and training, that what we should be looking at is how is this course, how are these studies helping me to become a solution provider? And that means that in order for me to become a solution provider, I have to define the field in which I want to provide solutions, because the solutions for a school, the solutions that a school is looking for are not the same solutions that a cosmetic factory is looking for. And they are not the same solutions that a football team is looking for. Neither are they the same solutions that an IT firm is looking for. So, it means that for me to define my needability, I have to be focused in certain fields and know that, oh, when it comes to football clubs, I am the person who will best advise when it comes to nutrition and fitness. And then I make sure that I am the sharpest knife in the kitchen. So, I develop my needability. So when I ask, are you needed or you are just wanted? You see, when you're needed, people will look for you. Sometimes, most times, even when they don't know you. But when they ask, they are asking, do you know a graphic designer who is very good and also is capable of integrating motion into graphics? Oh, then this question begs for an answer, and the answer is you. So if you are the answer, and these people don't know you, they don't know about you, because of the question they have asked, those who know you are going to lead them to you. Because of the question they have asked, Mr. Google might lead them to you, because Mr. Google most likely will know you. So, why is this organization that knows nothing about you Why is it looking for you? Because they need you. Why do they need you? Because you have developed a value that creates a solution for a problem that they have. Doesn't that make life so easy? You know, I like philosophy. Like I said in one of the videos, I'm a product of self-education, largely. So I venture into philosophy, basically to read basics thereof that appeal to me. And I like this, the great painter Leonardo da Vinci, one remark he made one time. Da Vinci said, and I quote, "Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication." Meaning, if you want to be sophisticated, be simple. Think the obvious. So, this question about whether you are needed or just wanted, it is talking about the basics of life. Is it sophisticated science for anyone to figure out that in order for people to look for me, even when they don't know me, even when they don't want me, even when they don't like me, in order for them to look for me, I must be the person that has the answer to their question? So you do one thing. Ask yourself the question, what is it that is disturbing people? These days we talk about how we are in the era of data analytics. But I ask you a question. How many businesses or organizations around you are actually using, first of all, how many of them are capturing the data that is arising from their business transactions? How much data is being rendered, wasted? It's not being tapped. The transaction goes on. So many customers come to this supermarket every day, and nobody has a clue the characteristics of these customers that come to this supermarket every day. And yet, if they had a breakdown, a good breakdown of this data, good analytics of this data, they would be able to figure out lots of business opportunities, how to expand the supermarket, how to penetrate more deeply, how to make customers addicted to this supermarket and become loyal customers, and so on and so forth. So, you have studied these things, and you have looked for jobs and you can't find a job. But there are lots of businesses and organizations around you that are looking for the answer. And potentially you have the answer. And all you need to do is one thing, like we once said, the quality of your life is directly proportional to the quality of questions you ask yourself every day. Just change the questions you ask yourself. If you only change, how can I be needed instead of just be wanted? How can I become needed? If everyone asks themselves that question, you know what would happen? We would soon discover that much of the unemployment that we have is an artificial creation. We have created it. It's not a naturally existent phenomenon. Our mindsets have created it. Many people who are not employed are supposed to be employed. The only problem is the simple thing to ask yourself, the simple question: am I needed or just wanted? So my challenge to you, my brother, my sister following me on this video, is if you have gone through school already, the question is alive to you. If you are still in school, the question is even more strategically alive for you, because you have a grand opportunity for today, after watching this video, to be a turning point for you and say, I am going to stop chasing qualifications. I'm not saying you should abort the program you're studying. I'm not saying you should not even enroll for another program. I'm not saying you should stop learning. All I'm saying is, while you are learning, make sure that you are learning to build your ability to create solutions. The moment you master that, in other words, the moment you position yourself as a valuable solution provider, you can never be out of rewarding work. If you don't find it, it will look for you most of the time. I end with a question I began with. Are you needed or just wanted? What is your needability? Because your value, addition, quotient determines your needability. And your needability determines whether you'll be out of work or your plate will be full. And not just full quantitatively, but also qualitatively, in terms of the reward that you get for the services or goods, or generally speaking, for the solutions that you provide to people. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like the content, click that like button and click subscribe. And don't forget, I'm eagerly waiting to read your comments and questions. Let's keep the conversation rolling. See you in the next video.